I'm going to try one of the most extreme nail shapes on myself and then survive with them for 24 hours. In the last episode, I tried cat claws nails, and first 2 days were miserable. I could barely do normal tasks, especially texting or typing something on the computer, but then I got used to it and I could easily go for another couple weeks, and I even managed to go to the gym with them. So today I'm going to try a new shape, and you get to decide what kind of daily tasks I need to attempt to do with it. So I gave you a little hint of what shape it's going to be. This is the emoji that represents the shape, and many of you guessed. So this shape is going to be a little sharp and a little edgy. It's called edge nails. So recently I got this kit of colorful dual forms, and it includes so many unusual shapes, and one of them was edge nails. So I knew I had to try it. I did edge nails a few times, but I think there was only one time when I had them on myself, and it was probably more than 10 years ago. So it's definitely time to give it a new try. Let's start with the nail prep. So I will push back the cuticles and then do some dry manicure. I recently removed the product and already had some manicure about a week ago, so there's really not that much to do. It's almost clean already. Also, I have some gel leftovers on my nails. It's transparent gel, it's not lifting, so there's no reason to remove it as well. I only need to buff the surface so it will not be shiny, and then we can do new extensions on top of them. Let's find the proper sizes for each nail, and when doing dual forms, especially extreme shapes like this, it's okay if you will take the size that is a little bigger than your nail. And oh my god, I can already have this little preview of what my nails are going to look like. They are going to be long, but that's not that big of a problem for me. The biggest concern is the shape itself. I mean, this edge in the center and this sharpness. Now that we picked all the right sizes, let's do some nail art. So I'm going to use this pretty colorful mica. It's been sitting in my nail art shelf for quite a while, and finally it's time. As well as some broken glass. So I have plenty of it like this, and you can cut it into small pieces, but I also recently ordered the one that is already pre-cut, so it is going to save you quite a time. And if there will be not enough color and sparkles, I'm also planning to use some gel polishes with neon color, just to be sure that it's all going to be bright and sparkly. Most of the sculpting with dual forms is done not on our nails, but in the dual form. So since I will be doing French style edge nails, I am going to take this rhombus shape silicone thing and use it as a stencil for our French smile line. So then I will hold this tip like this, and then I will take black gel polish and create a free edge. And yes, I know it looks a little weird and a bit untidy, but trust me, or if you don't, well, at least trust the process. Okay, so with most black gel polishes, it's a bad idea to apply a thick coat right away. So we are going to go with 2 thin coats. So I will apply one, cure for full minute, and then apply a second one. So normally we, of course, can take the dual form, place it in the lamp, and then do the next thing, so we don't waste time on it. But here I need to hold this tip, remember, so this edge of the rhombus will be exactly in the center. That's why, well, I need to hold it. But we are creating some beauty and art here, so it is all going to be worth it at the end. At least I hope so. After first coat, we can remove this tip, and if there's some excess product on top of it, it is going to be removed with the form, I mean, not the tip. And the stencil stays here for now. We can apply the second coat. Also, do not overdo it. thin layer will be enough, and now we have this beautiful French nails. We could easily stop here and use nude color to create the nail bed area, but no, we are doing something way cooler than this. So then we are going to take this broken glass and some transparent gel to build some beauty in the nail bed area. It is always so tempting to take it out of the lamp earlier, but black gel polish is not going to forgive you for it. It may wrinkle, so please don't do that. Then we remove the stencil and ta-da! We have this perfect smile line. And if there are some imperfections, you can cut them with scissors, you can clean them, and don't worry about this silicone part. It can be cleaned super easily once the product is cured. And no, these are not single use, you can reuse them as many times as you want. Then we are going to apply a thin coat of clear builder gel. Thin, but not thin to the point there's no product at all, okay? So we need to have some product, but if you will apply too much, we don't want to fill all this space yet, because we need to have some area for the design. Now let's fill it in with this beautiful broken glass pieces, and try not to put 2 or 3 on top of each other, because, well, I mean, they may overlap a little bit, but don't make them like 4 rows before you cure, because, well, it may not be very good for you later. The best thing about dual forms is that you can turn it around and kind of see the preview of the design on how it's going to look. Well, sometimes it's not that obvious because dual forms are matte, well, at least these ones. But with this design, I can assure you, if it looks pretty from this point that you see, like underneath, it is going to be the bomb from the top as well. So I just want to see that I filled in most of the spaces. We don't have that much empty areas. And once you're satisfied, then you can freeze cure it with this small lamp. Just make sure that you put your gels and brushes away before you do that. Or you can use the big lamp. 30 seconds will be enough here because there's just thin layer of the clear. And then I'm going to add this small mica. Right now I'm not building anything, I'm just adding some glitter. That's why I'm going to use a thinner consistency builder gel. It's just more convenient for these smaller pieces of nail art. And I just apply it underneath, and then I decided that it's going to be a rainbow design, so we will have all bunch of colors. That's why I'm not going to limit myself. I will use all of them. Well, maybe not all, but a few, because, I mean, come on, one color would be boring, right? All right, looks pretty. Then we do the same. We freeze cure it. If you are working by yourself, then you can also freeze cure it in a big lamp. It will be much faster this way. Then, if you feel like there was not enough sparkles, then we are going to use sparkly gel polishes. I have these jelly colors with a tiny foil or mica. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks gorgeous. So I'll start with this one. So do not overdo it, okay? We just want a thin layer, and I'm not going to cure every single color. I just randomly blend them. You don't need to worry about like perfect ombre or anything like that, because it's all going to look pretty in the end, I just know. And plus we have plenty of sparkles on top already. You know what they do? They make everything prettier. After that, we are going to apply it on my nail. So I already did the prep. I didn't apply primer, so I will do it right now. I'm not going to apply base coat since my nail is already covered with a thin coat of gel. I just buffed it, and that's enough for good adhesion. And I'm going to use clear builder gel to apply it on my nail. With these extreme shapes, you always waste, you spend quite a lot of products, okay? So if you're going to experiment with the shapes like this, just make sure that you have enough products, because it definitely takes more than usual. And these nails are rather long, right? So we're also spending much more of it than usual. You know, I'm just used to these tiny fractions of product because I usually make my nails thin, and most clients ask for short or medium length, but not this time, not today. And since I'm working with myself, not with a client, I'm not going to use a flash cure lamp. I will turn on the full-size lamp, put it right on the edge of my table, and then I will install it on the nail, press, and dive right under the lamp like this. If there is some gel underneath, all you need to do is to redirect it towards the free edge, because remember, we didn't build it yet. We need to build the free edge because there's only black gel polish. If you use black polygel or black sculpting gel, then it's fine, but it's still better if the nail is created out of the clear product, because usually black colors, they are pretty pigmented. I don't have black sculpting gel anyway, so I'm just using a gel polish. Okay, the moment of truth. Oh my God, I am so nervous. Is this dual form is going to come off, or is it staying there forever? Actually, it looks so good, I even forgot to have a dual form in there. And look at that! Oh my God, these sparkles are crazy. And the black free edge looks sick. Oh no, but there's one thing I don't really like. Look at the length of the nail bed compared to the free edge. I definitely need to place this rhombus further, so it will be almost like half-half, because now it looks kind of short for this length. Well, luckily we have 4 more nails to try it out. Now look at this, guys. This is so pretty, and the best part, these nails are almost ready. We just need to do a little retouch over at the edges to shape them, and that's it. Oh wow. Okay, well, maybe on some nails I might need to file cuticles a little bit, but on most of them I don't even need to. That is so awesome. They are extremely sharp. Like, I probably need to round them a little bit or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to try their sharpest version first for the first 24 hours, and we'll see how it goes. I truly hope that I'm not going to poke my eyes out or somebody else's eyes out, and I'll just carry the file with me everywhere just in case it will feel impossible, and then we'll see. If I won't be able to operate like this, then let's make them less sharp. I love this edge. I just want to touch it all the time. The set is almost ready. After some light filing and buffing, we only need to seal it with a glossy top coat so we can see all of this beauty. Do not apply too much because we definitely don't want to conceal this pretty edge we have in the center. Seal, cure in LED for 30 seconds, and this beautiful set is ready. I didn't expect that this shape is going to look so cool. I just can't stop looking at them. Ooh, even the bumblebee thought these are flowers. This is how pretty they are. But I can already feel how sharp they are. So I have no idea how am I going to deal with daily tasks that you guys picked for me. And the first one is doing the dishes. Okay, let's try doing the dishes. Well, I normally use my right hand, so probably not going to be much of a problem. But if I had to clean some skillet or, you know, something with some fat on it, I think these nails would come pretty handy for scraping something. Well, you definitely need to be careful and to be always aware that you have your nails. It was not that hard, but I kept saying ow, because the second you forget that you have these nails, you will definitely poke yourself and they just feel so sharp, but that was the only obstacle. I will give myself a score of 5 because honestly I don't think that nails would be a challenge for me when it comes to doing dishes, well, unless they would be like extremely long. But let's be honest, come on, these nails are not for home cleaning. Okay, let's try to button up the shirt. And okay, I'll miss the top ones. And here we have pretty small buttons, so I guess this is not going to be easy. Oh my god, yes, these are so small. Okay, let's proceed. Well, luckily I have my second hand helping me. I mean, without it, I don't think I could do this. Okay, well, it's working, but it's definitely taking a while, so I cannot imagine being in a rush. Let's say you're late for work to the office, and then you have this shirt with a whole bunch of small buttons to button up. Oh my god, that would be a disaster. So this would not be the best shape to have if you're wearing a lot of buttoned shirt, but it's still possible. It's just taking a while. This one was really hard, so I will give myself 2 out of 5. This one is truly brutal because we need to close this jewelry. And oh my god, this one is so small. I mean, I can barely do it without any nails on. Well, no, probably without nails I can, but even when I have short nails on both of my hands, this is truly challenging. So right now it is going to be like a double challenge, but I still can use my fingers and success. So how long did it take? Less than 1 minute. So I guess, yeah, I could do it well, at least when it's just one hand of edge nails. Surprisingly, I did pretty well with this challenge, so let's give it 4 out of 5. This is one of the most challenging tasks to do with long nails, trying to pick up the coins. Let's do it. So here we go, and we got the coins. And okay, so 1, 2, well, you can use the edge of your, okay, the smaller ones are more challenging, not gonna lie, but still possible. All right, we did it. I'm quite surprised on how fast I was able to do it, so I hope you all won't mind if I give myself a 5. Okay, so once I forget about them, which is definitely going to happen within first couple days, I just do something that I normally do, I just feel how sharp they are. Okay, so the next challenge is wear gloves, which is what I do every day anyways. And normally this is what happens when you have long nails and especially sharp nails. So you just wear your gloves like no big deal and proceed with whatever you're doing with your gloves. I'm usually cleaning something or working with my client. And since they are really sharp, you see they're already kind of want to get through. Normally after a while, like after a few minutes, this is what is going to happen. Oh no, it's not happening. Okay, but it's definitely going to happen once I sit down and work with a client. Well, the nails are going to poke them. Wow, these are really strong gloves. Okay, man, no, I didn't do it very well. Well, they're gonna poke them, so they will be this little holes right here, only for these little edges of the nails, and the rest is just gonna remain like it is. Wait, are these gloves really strong or nails are not that sharp? I'm surprised. Okay, this one did it well. So this is normally how it looks. So there will be just this little hole and there will be nail. And I mean, you still can continue working with them. Your fingers are all covered. It's just this sharp part of the nail is going to be outside. It wasn't part of the plan, but actually after a couple days, they were not as sharp anymore, or maybe I just got used to them. So I ended up having them for the entire week. And of course, I went to the gym multiple times, I did my workouts, and then I just curious, will I be able to do headstands with them? And surprisingly, yes, it was pretty easy compared to cat claws. I think that's because the cat claws, they are slightly pointed downwards, and once you have that, it's really hard to grab objects. But once you have the nail shape that is going straight like this one, it was not a problem at all. So I could easily do all kinds of exercises I normally do. I survived edge nails, and now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments what kind of daily task challenges I need to do with the next shape. Time to give you a hint for the next shape, and emoji associated with the shape is butterfly. I don't think I even know a shape that somehow reminds me of butterfly, or maybe I do. So if you do as well, please send me your ideas of what kind of shape it is going to be. And I look forward to seeing you in my next episode. Goodbye!